That's not a great angle. Now you can see my cat right here, Kabe, hanging out. Well, I don't really have much to say about Vamoose right now. I haven't really done much of anything for fun lately because there's so much work to do. But I did get all of the classic games I got working on the Vamoose, and I have video of testing it out with my kid friends. Um, and I had started thinking about ways to possibly split it up so that perhaps it would be split screen, but not like classic video game split screen. What I was thinking was doing something like making it so like you have your game screen, and so you have your first player, and then once the second player hits the button, then maybe it'll, we'll just do this for now. There'll be two players over here. Maybe this will have information, and then you'll have one player here and one player here on the main menu, and then as each player kind of hits a button, they each get their own separate menus, so they can each play different games at the same time. So I was thinking about how to implement that, and I actually started implementing it, but at the same time, that would be a lot of work to do. So for instance, let's say one kid wanted to play Vrarinth. I'm not good at drawing dinosaurs like that. And then one kid wanted to play Shopping Mall, and then they could go play Shopping Mall. And then maybe this kid also wanted to play Shopping Mall. So what it would basically be would be like if they were on an online game, where everyone there's like a client and server, so the game itself is running, and then the windows, the little game states that they see, those are like clients. So I was thinking that that would be a really interesting way to do it. So they could, if they both joined Shopping Mall at the same time, they would be in the same world, and then everyone else can play whatever else they wanted on their own screens. So yeah, I was thinking about a design for that, and I had started working on the code for it as well. I just didn't get very far before everything started getting really busy. I got some mock-ups, so I was thinking, it's a widescreen program anyway, so maybe the menus would look kind of widescreen but half size, and then you would see like this is a profile you selected when you logged in, and here's the gamepad reference so they can see what the buttons are on the side. And maybe it'll be like that or like that. It would probably be easier to design the helper screen on the side that way. 3 players, and then you kind of get this bottom bar down here with the profile name, their little avatar, and their controller reference. Then they can each go to their own thing. So I have all of that. I guess I didn't implement Bootleg Bash. That was just the menu, so I didn't have them playing that. But I don't know. I was just thinking based on watching them play the games on doing something like that. So I started in Chalo Engine updating a state to make a sessioned state. So the idea was, instead of just your base game state, which I really haven't done anything here, but that a state would have a session. Man, I don't remember it. It feels like it's been a month since I've worked on this at all. But let's maybe watch some of the video of the kids playing, and then I'll talk about my design thoughts. And then wait, where's my folder? Maybe I can just cut it all together. So we're gonna, okay, I'll edit this in the actual video so that the audio is audible, because I don't know, I want to be able to control that. But it's just a video of the kids playing the game. I don't see it recording that, so I'll just respond here. So one of the problems here was there was a Well, like we had four people playing, and if one person left the shopping mall or the room they were in, they would all leave it, and then there'd be some people who were like, "I wasn't done there," and so there'd be like kind of a war going on to try to stay in one room or go to another room, and and so there'd have to be coordination and there'd be anger when someone was not going with the flow, which like if you were with a bunch of friends, that might not be a problem. Like if you're thinking of being a kid and being with friends that you're friendly with. But if it's like you're playing with strangers, or if you're playing with a sibling that doesn't have the same interests as you, it might cause problems. So then, they didn't really have control over where they were going. That's one of the reasons I was thinking split screen. But also, there would be disagreements in which games to play. With Rarinth, I only did the bare minimum getting this working. I got everything from Allegro to SFML, and I added four players or three more players. But I didn't change anything with the camera. Everyone can move and attack. And so since there was no camera controls, it would just like let the one character go, and everyone would go off the screen. And so I'd have to say, hey, you need to stay on the screen. You can't just leave everyone behind. So, of course, that's something from a design standpoint we'd have to restrict so that you don't just have someone like running off and leaving all the other players to not be able to play. Another problem was just to get it quickly done, I literally got these working in a day. I drew sprites, but I didn't draw any animation for the rest of the players, so even though they could attack, they didn't know that they could attack, so they were like, well, only the first player can attack. I didn't finish rewriting Quick's attacks, so that's what this looked like. I dropped some. Okay, so in general, when you have like, especially four kids, uh, it's going to be hard for everyone to agree on what they want to play. And that's why I was thinking of doing like just completely different sessions. Like it's almost as if they were all running different programs, except the program is still running. It's almost like they're all different clients, and the main game is the server. And I've worked a little bit with like just sockets before, and just the design of server and client stuff, but that's been like 12 years ago. So I'm not like really great at it. I just have a general concept of what that would look like. So that's most of what has happened with Vamoose so far. And then I've gotten super busy with work, and we're trying to get a house and move, and that's a lot of work. And everything's just a lot of work. So I haven't really done much game programming, and I've been thinking about like, well, what other kind of games do I want on here? Maybe I don't want to go and implement split screen stuff right now because that would be a lot of work. But at the same time, coronavirus cases are going up in the local area. It is currently the week of Thanksgiving, and we got a lot of cases. We're not doing Thanksgiving this year for my family. Um, so then it's like, well, why would I work on a game that I can't actually play with anyone? Maybe I'll do it next year. I don't know. But I like seeing my work on like the TV. It's kind of fun. But I don't know. It's always just kind of hard to come up with ideas for games, and then also knowing that most people aren't even gonna play my games. It's like, what do I design? So another idea I'm thinking of is maybe like a C++ review game that my students can play, or a data structures game. But again, I don't know. But that's like, I don't. This is just a quick update of the moose, and literally nothing's gone on. I feel like working on a project, but I just don't know what to work on because I have to finish grading stuff, I have to finish writing exams, and then I have to start preparing for the next semester, and we're going to be moving hopefully, and just whatever else. So there's always so much to do, and not enough time for like some kind of long-term project. So, okay, goodbye.